hi, Roland. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I liked your film a lot, and I wanted to know, you're German.
Yes.
It's a World War II film,
Uh-huh.
but it covers a theater that isn't usually shown in World War II films. How did you find yourself at the center of that?
Well, I just saw 20 years ago a documentary which got me going, and I read pretty much. I read a lot, so I love history, and I was immediately drawn to that battle because it had so many different aspects to it. You know, you can really kind of see how complex actually war actually is, you know, and how politics plays into it, and how many people are like involved in it. And I also have to say I'm like now happy that I didn't do the movie until now, because in these days of rising nationalism, it's probably good to remind people, you know, what nationalism had led to. You know, that at one point, American young men, you know, like lost their life for democracy.
And did you have any inspiration from the 70s movie Midway?
Not much.
Not much.
Not much. I'm more like kind of my favorite war movie is A Bridge Too Far, because it has the same intricacy, you know, where you like really see how a military operation is planned and then like unfolds.
And you've done, you know, a lot of movies with lots of action, lots of disaster, if you will, lots of flying too. But correct me if I'm wrong, this is the first film that has there is a historical element of just how the planes operate, how they move.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like the movie tries to be as accurate as possible. And when you would have seen how we took everything so serious, every like small little detail, and you know, and don't forget, I mean, there's like you know, like sometimes you see war movies where they use the wrong planes. That's not in this movie. In this movie, everything looks exactly like it was.
And what were some of the unique challenges, just action-wise?
Well, it was like kind of just because nothing exists. You know, you have to create everything, and so we had to use a lot of visual effects, but you don't want to have it feel like it's visual effects. You know what I mean? It's and you know, when you make a superhero movies and it doesn't look quite real, people know like superheroes don't exist. So.
But with this, the planes did exist at a certain point. Did you work with a lot of people that were experts on this type?
Oh yes, oh yes. I mean, a whole group of 30, 40 people. I mean, it was like we had every department had their specialist and called them up and bothered them, and then on the set we had people. You know, like we had a specialist for the aircraft carrier. We had a fighter pilot for the aerial scenes. We had a Japanese military specialist for the Japanese scenes. I mean,
so compared to something like Independence Day, was there a lot more like, you know, oh, is this meter accurate in the plane? Like, did you find that a new layer?
Well, like kind of. Well, I have to say, my production designer team. They like kind of did an incredible job. This was all like super perfect. I mean, there's photos of it, so you just built the photo. You know what I mean? And you had to build everything. And yeah, and in that respect, it's I have to give them kudos.